Several of the questions was relating to changing the color, and that's like as simple as how do you change the color? Is there a color picker feature? And that specific question is what really made me want to dive in to see if they had done any updates and if they had added any color picker features. This is how you just change it simply. You click on whatever text you have and then you hit style, and then here's all the, pre-color choices that they have in here. And then of course you have your way of changing the color with these bars, but you may have a specific color that you want, and there is no way that you can, pick a color from your scene. So I figured out another way to do that, and I do want to show you. So you're gonna have to do a whole nother step to get the color picker feature. Like, it's not a real feature within the app, but it's a whole extra step. And if you want to just make it easier, like say if I wanted to pick this blue in my toe, you could just simply choose a blue and then try to edit it to the best of your ability to get to that color that you want. But if you want it to be exact, then what you can do is go, by the way, I screenshotted this scene right here. You can use this, but I'm going to use image color picker. Upload your image, photo library, and I'm going to put that screenshot that I just did. And let's say, I wonder if it'll pick up that toe. That toe. Okay, so I don't even know where that toe is at. Okay, there we go. Let's get one of the darker. Well, I kind of like this one. Okay, so now we have an exact code for it. I'm going to copy that. Style. And then we can hit these little lines over. Let me show you again. Those 3 bars right there. Click that. And then click this to add another color. Oh, and it already copied, I guess. Well, no, that's the other one. My bad. This is the new one that we just did from our toe. And there we go. When creating a color pattern, you just click on your text. Again, click style. And then it'll be right here at the bottom. It says create color pattern. And this is just where you would change your colors. And again, if you wanted to put in your own code, like we did with the image color picker, you would hit those 3 bars right here and then add it in. Now, depending on how you want it, if you want it to be like just by letter or you want it to be horizontal and all of that, you go back into create color pattern. And then up here where it says vertical, because that's the style that I'm currently using, you would just click up there, and that's vertical, horizontal, character by character, and word by word. But I'm going to go back to a vertical. Now you can also save that by just clicking those 3 bars right there. Save this style. They also have pre-made patterns you can use if you don't want to make your own, and you can get to that by clicking the 3 dashes on the left instead of clicking to create color patterns. So click those 3 dashes, and these are the patterns that they already have for you. So if you didn't want to make your own, but then you could also go in to save your own patterns if you wanted to. It's been a little bit over a week since I did that first half of the video, so I want to go back in and show you guys how to save a project or pull up a saved project. And there's these 3 dashes in the left hand corner. We're going to click that. You can either load a new video if you want, but in this case we're going to our projects, so we're going to hit projects. And then literally this is the only project I have saved, so let's click it. and it's gonna compress and load up and everything. So let's play it and see. And there it's still saved. So another question I had was, how do you change the duration that the text shows up for? Because people were saying like it's only been showing for 1 second. So here we have text, and as you can see, there's like a red scroll bar on the bottom. Now if I just wanted this to be short and leave it right here, I could do that, hit play, and it plays a little shorter. Or I could scroll it to where it's a little longer. And then you would hit play and it would stay on a little longer. I'm not gonna let it play that whole time though. Another thing you can do is click on your text, and then right here on the right side, there's, you see these numbers right here. Click that, and then there's a start and end. So you're gonna have it, if you want it to start right at the beginning, leave this at 0, and then just change the end side to wherever you want it. And then let's say we're going to change this to, like, you see how it's changing for you. We're going to just put it back to 0. That's not even right at the beginning, but it still works the same. Like, if you need it at the beginning, just go ahead and drag it to the beginning, and there you have it. Now another question asked, how do you get the clear fonts? And really you can just take the opacity down. That is an opacity, but just take the alpha down. And how I got there, I clicked on my text, style, and then right here the alpha, and now it's clear. Done. And you can move it, just click that, hit move. You can center it, it's already pretty centered, but use these arrows to move it around. If that's too slow for you, because it is for me, just use your finger and set it to wherever you want to. Someone else asked, how do you remove text? And I know that when you click it, you can't really see, but there is an arrow button that you can go over, and it allows you to curve if you want it to do that, or you can delete right here. And I think this is to duplicate it, yeah. So if you wanted to duplicate it, just hit those 2 squares. And since we have 3 of them here, now I can show you the delete. So we're gonna click one, go over, hit delete. Are you sure you want to remove selected text? Remove, scroll over, same thing, remove. Now if you wanted to tilt this or anything, of course, it's right there for you. Let's see how that will look. I wouldn't want it to last that long out, so I would just, drag it over a little. And then these are your transitions. They don't have a lot because they haven't really done any updates. If they do, I'll probably do another video, but I don't want y'all to think that I'm gonna continuously do Vont video after Vont video after Vont video, because this is not a real intuitive app that you can do so much in. It's really just a text to video app. People was asking, can you add pictures and things like that? No, you would have to do that within another app and then save that video and then come into Vont to add text to it. You can't add any pictures, only text. So if they do an update to where you can do more things, then I'll do another updated video. So you would just, in order to change, and this is where you can change the seconds too of the transition style. So right now our transition is to zoom in, but let's say we want to change it to slide. So let's hit slide, and I usually always have the seconds here, but I'll change it just to show y'all. Let's say 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out, and we're gonna have it fade out. Okay, so let's see. And that just makes it quicker because we brought it down to 30. But if we wanted it to be a little longer, bring it back up to 60. Out 60. And let's see now. So you see it came in a little slower, and then it's going to fade out slower as well. This one here, it just shows you how many texts you already have up. And as you see, we only have 1 text. Now is for the moment of truth. A lot of you have been saying that the quality does not save well when you try to save it. A lot of you have been saying that the quality goes out. A lot of you have said, well, even when I have read reviews, that when they even purchased so that they could get better quality, it still wasn't in better quality. A lot of you have said that the text moves once you've saved it. It's not in the same spot that you put it in the video. So I have not saved any type of project from this app in a very long time. I didn't do it ahead of time to see if it would still save properly or anything like that. So I'm doing this with you guys. I'm going to hit to save and export, and I do have the paid version, so I'm going to click the full HD. You can also save the project. So I saved the project, and then I'm going to go ahead and save video. Let's see how this turns out. Saved successfully. We ain't finna do it. Oh, some of you was also saying it saved with no sound either, but I could already hear that my sound definitely came up. But I'm just gonna play again, and I am on my iPad. I'm not on the iPhone, but let's play it. Everything seems to be looking fine on my end. And I didn't add any more text, so everything should look regular. But yeah, the text is where I put it at. The transitions worked, sound works. So, the quality is fine. Everything's fine on my end. So, I do hope this helps anyone out who had any questions. There's always ways to do something. You just have to take the time to figure it out.